Oh, hey gang. Troy W. Hudson, the voiceover with personality. I wasn't expecting to come out on the phone camera. That was kind of creepy. But hey, how you doing? It is the day after Thanksgiving. This is the voiceover weekly stew. Already got JR from LinkedIn chiming in. Thank you for joining me, sir, on this live today. It is Friday, November 27th, the day after Thanksgiving. I don't know the acronym for that. I know people call it Black Friday. And who else is like, I know Kazoo is. Kazoo and I are overwhelmed by all the things in our inbox today and advertisements popping up. Black Friday sale here, Black Friday sale there. I must admit, I was tempted to go to Sweetwater Audio and just, kind of kick the tires and browse around to see what they had. But I resisted the urge because I actually had work to do today, which was good. I had like a half to 2/3 of a day's calendar. Keith Bogarts, the master, the man, zero gravity. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining me. Gobble, gobble. It's true. I expect a lot of drop-ins today because people are just kind of bored and they don't know what to do. And so if you're looking for entertainment, I'm sorry. There's only so much I can do without a script and in 30 minutes. So, yeah. But if you want to hang out, grab a plate of leftovers, heat up some pie, grab a beverage. I have purchased a brand new, see that palmetto state right there? That's the palmetto tree and the crescent moon. That is like the state logo that's on the state flag of South Carolina. I saw this like incredibly big tumbler at the store the other day, and I was just like, I couldn't resist. And, so other people work too. Let me bring on here, Keith. So I'm not the only person who worked. So yeah, some of us have to keep this economy, going. So yeah, anyway, I got this nice green tumbler, and it saves me trips having to go to the kitchen and fill up on the water. I also invested because I go through so much purified water. I normally buy it by the big gallon jugs to keep myself hydrated during the day. Well, instead of doing the big jugs, I found this pretty cool, I can't remember the name of it, but I can post it later if anybody is interested. I think it's going to save me a lot of money over time. This thing claims to be able to, it's a countertop device that hooks up with a small tube to the faucet. It's kind of tricky with the washers and the gasket, but it hooks up to the faucet and you pull this plug, and the unit itself is like encased big filter in stainless steel, and it's supposed to last between 7,000 and 10,000 gallons. And the thing cost me, I think it was in the $60 to $75 range. I think it was on sale at Amazon. So it was marked down to about $65, I think, when I bought it last week or the week before. And so far, the taste is really good. I kind of prefer it more than the bottled purified water I was getting at Kroger and Walmart. But I digress. I mean, is it a digression? We're just hanging out. We're just talking. There's nothing that's pressing right now. I got my work done. I'm just chilling and relaxing. I wish I had some pie. I actually didn't get any of the traditional Thanksgiving food pleasantries yesterday at all. Yeah, weird year. Weird year. We were supposed to have some family come in. I guess it was last Sunday. And unfortunately, one of them actually tested positive for COVID. She's all right. She's all right. Thank you. But it was a setback, and obviously there was a flight scheduled. Had to cancel the flight. Had to juggle things around. They'll be in town, thankfully, sometime in December. But it just kind of threw things into chaos. And so didn't do much of anything like on a big scale, but did have some fun hanging out with a wonderful friend, and went to a local country-style restaurant, walking there at around 4:30 in the afternoon, thinking, have a little turkey and dressing and gravy and, some of the traditional things. And the young lady said, we're all out of turkey and dressing. And so instead, we celebrated with, I think it was like country fried steak and some green beans, and it wasn't quite the traditional meal, but the company was good, the conversation was good, the memories were good, connected with some people on social media. But nonetheless, it was good. I am very, very thankful, and it's not just on one day of the year. Definitely not. It is the last Friday of November, though, and this means we are ramping up, as you can tell with all the Black Friday emails hitting your inbox and mine. We are headed into December, which means like next week will be the first weekly stew of First Friday in December. I'm getting confused. I do that when I work from home. I never know what day of the week it is. I checked. I thought yesterday was like Saturday. Anyway, today is Friday, so that means next week will be the first Friday in December, which means we're marching toward Christmas. And yeah, it's moving fast, isn't it? Some people are like, it couldn't move fast enough. 2020 has been like a thorn in my side. Other people, me personally, I hesitate to go, wow, what an amazing year, because it's almost like I use the term survivor's guilt, because I don't know a better term to use that, as in survive 2020 and actually prospered in 2020. I know that some people have had a hard time, and I get that. But at the same time, for me personally in my business, it has been it's been phenomenal. I've had more business come my way. I've had new folks ask me to do work for them. I ventured out into other things, other avenues, and it's a tricky thing. It's like you don't want to go, woo, 2020, yeah. But at the same time, it's worth celebrating. And not everybody experienced, a lot of heaviness and bad stuff. For me personally, being a voiceover actor that works out of his home studio, I got to tell you, other than the normal, like go out and see people in masks, not a lot happened as far as changes in the day-to-day activity. Obviously, wearing masks is a thing. Not being able to go certain places, which would be nice to go, or certain setbacks. Blessed and thankful to have work that kept me busy most of the time. So, yeah, I'm reflecting on 2020 very thankfully. And I'm doing different things at the tail end of this year. I sent out my gratitude boxes the past 2 years. And I'm doing something this year that I didn't really think I would do. But what I'm holding in my hand here is a Christmas card, and it said, I don't know if you can see that, it's in foil. It says hope, peace, and joy, and there's my name and website at the bottom. This picture was taken by the amazing folks at Splash Omni Media. They did a picture package for me. I guess it was in late 19, and on the back. Probably the glare is too much. There we go. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays logo, and a little greeting on the bottom of there. And I felt like doing something a little more this year. Just sending out Christmas greetings, just to let people know I was thinking about them. And so yesterday, I spent a good part of the afternoon creating these. I'll cover up the address because I don't know if they necessarily want anybody to see their address. It's to my CPA up in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I created this like envelope with my logo with the Santa Claus hat, and that is a Santa Claus stamp, and inside there is that card I just showed you, and I've got a whole stack of these to send out to people. Some received the gratitude boxes, some did not. But for me, it was just something extra I wanted to do to let people know that I was thinking about them, that I was excited about Christmas, and that I was excited about 2021 coming. And so I'd not done that before. I know some people do that, but it was the first time I've done it. And Kazoo, we're both very happy about this. So yeah, I need to figure out if I'm going to do any other decorations behind me. I think green works, though. Well, there we go. Wait, where's it at? Right there. Yeah, there's a little red right there. I love Jesus. There you go. Okay, so that is red, and 'tis the season, the reason for the season, in case anybody was wondering. So the holiday cards, yeah. Something I've been, because it's not been like wall-to-wall crazy work in this week because of yesterday. I didn't do any work yesterday. You got to know when not to do the work. Even if it's available. But nonetheless, there's been gaps in the November calendar, which has allowed me to, do more marketing, reach out to more LinkedIn connects. I think I was mentioning it last week, and I apologize for last week. There was like this horrible echo. It is great. Green is so great, and I'm not changing to try to please you. It's a song. Look it up, Billy Joel. But it takes so little to get me sidetracked. Thank you, Keith Bogart. Where was I at? Oh, I was talking about, extra time. Extra time. Who has that? I was taking the time to connect with people on LinkedIn and connecting with new people and messaging other people that I hadn't talked to in a while. And I mentioned last week, that's what I was doing. I was apologizing for last week. This weird, bizarre audio feedback issue that came through as I was trying to explain something on a letter. Where's it at? On a letter, yeah, there it is, that I had, was a marketing letter that I was writing. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, but I basically was sharing a letter I was sending out to potential ad agencies around the country that specialize in automotive retail. We're talking about local and cable advertisers that do TV and radio commercials, because I do a good share of commercial work, but it's not like a big percentage. Most of it's like narration, explainer videos, a lot of e-learning, a considerable amount of commercial that I want to build that clientele in 2021. I've got the demos. I've been taught by the best in the business, in my opinion, one or two of the best in the business. Roger Leopardi. I'm not taking this hat off, but my friend, you have been an amazing influence in my career this year. And I want to thank you. It's Thanksgiving, my brother. And I want to thank you for that. Bill DeWeese, as always, an amazing mentor and demo producer. Roger produced a retail commercial demo for me, several of them, in the automotive, furniture, and healthcare industries. And Bill, of course, produced an e-learning narration demo for me and a commercial demo for me earlier in the year. So I had three, four, I guess when they're all total up, about 5 different demos done by producers and not DIY versions. Like when I do character voices, I do those. Or if I do like phone messaging, my demo, I do those. It doesn't take a whole lot of production add-ons to do that. It's basically dry voice or a little bit of music just to set the tone. But for commercial, for e-learning narration, for retail commercial, definitely put those in the hands of pros like Roger and Bill this past year. So I had those done, and I had them prepped way back in May or June, and I kind of drug my feet. And as I explained just last week, and the only reason I'm repeating it right now is because the audio was so terrible when I was trying to explain it, as I was sharing my template letter that I was going to be sending out, just trying to get feedback on it. And it was, when I listened to it, it was really bad. And it was after the fact. And somebody had chimed in and said echo, and I was just like, Echo. And it was after the fact. I looked at it in the comments. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to repeat it all. It's just that's one of the things I'm focused on in 2021, and I'm starting to ramp that up now at the tail end of 2020, realizing that some people, two ways to look at this. Some people have more time on their hands because the holiday period kind of slows things and crazy schedules kind of slow down. Some people, it's just the opposite. Ad agencies, I'm guessing, yeah, they do pick up for holiday advertising, but not necessarily all of them. So I'm kind of fishing a little bit and putting feelers out there to prime the pump, and then to hopefully just go like crazy in 2021 once I get enough producers or agencies' attention. And so that's one of the goals as the tail end of this year comes about for me. I'm also looking. I was on where was I at? I have an old unused MailChimp account that I was looking at earlier today in between projects, because they sent me a Black Friday thing, said, oh, upgrade for whatever. I'm not going to do that, but it sparked my interest again because I've not used MailChimp, and I'm not even sure the terminology here. CRM, email marketing, subscriber list. I know that a lot of people do that, and I have been woefully negligent in that area. I mean, I keep a email list of people I've worked with in the last year or two in one like big bulk email group, email folder, email contact link. So if I click that, it'll send it out to all of them. But I don't really utilize email, I think, the way I should based on what other people have said. And I can see the effectiveness of it. It's just I just been too stinking lazy to do anything about it. And so I was researching, for me personally, MailChimp is not that easy to figure out. I went on there, it's just like create a message, create a campaign. I know it's very deep. I'm looking for just a basic program that I can just plug a few images in, plug a few videos, do like a monthly update, or just maybe because in December I'm planning on taking a break, the 21st to the 26th out of town. I'll have my travel gear with me, but I'm going to be, for all intents and purposes, out of the loop, and I want people to know that at least 2 weeks in advance, and maybe even a week in advance to send them a reminder so they are not inconvenienced. So if they have last-minute projects they need done, they're not sending them out to me expecting me to be there because they hadn't heard otherwise. And that sort of ability to have a nice, templated, clean presentation email that goes out. And I found a good tool that I think works. And so I didn't do MailChimp. I went to a place called Hubspot, H-U-B, as like in hubcap, spot on. So Hubspot is what I think I'm going to go with. I got a free account, but I'm not sure. If you guys have other suggestions, things you use that's simple, that doesn't take a lot of work. I mean, I'm looking at a contact list right now of about 90 to 100 different clients, and that's obviously going to grow. But I'm not looking for like this mass email campaign. It would be nice to have a subscriber list and add to that even people I haven't worked with that are on that list of clients that I send out regular stuff to, just to have that subscriber list base. And I'm kind of, I don't know what to expect to pay for something like that. But it needs to be simple because I'm a solopreneur. I'm like the guy who fills up the water cups and handles the production. And when the production's done, I have to edit it all. So as you can imagine, I don't want to have to learn a lot of different stuff about the email CRM kind of stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. So if you know anything or know anybody that's using something that works for them, it's simple, let me know. If you're waiting for the golden retrievers to come in, they are down the hall. They went ballistic earlier. They were out. They weren't chasing the Amazon guy, but they were chasing somebody in the backyard or something in the backyard. Hopefully not somebody. So, where was I going with this? So the email I was talking about. Oh, I know what's on. I want you to see this. No, you can't see that. There we go. I have really scaled down my bullet list of things to get to. I used to come in here with like page after page, seriously, full pages of bulleted items to try to get to. And it just became too much. And then I realized I don't need to do more than 30 minutes live because I just know better. There's certain things I've learned since I started this process of doing live videos in June of 2020 and heading into month 6. And one of the things I've learned is I ramble. I get distracted. And if it goes on for more than 25, 30 minutes, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So what have we got up right now, ladies and gentlemen? You know what time it is? Like, Kazoo, what time is it? It's time for Spin to Win a Mug. No, that's not right. Take 2. Spin to win a mug with my mug. Or no, spin to win my mug on a mug. It's got to be a better slogan than that. Anyway, there's an opportunity now to win this mug. That's right. Just in time for the holidays, folks. Just in time. Good grief! Look at that wheel on my screen. There's lots of names on there, and let me tell you why. This is how it works. 3 weeks ago, I gave away the first mug. Actually, gave away 2 on that particular day. Gave away 1 last week. Dan and Tiffany won on week 1, and Teresa won last week. And so what I've been doing is everybody who liked or loved, or you don't have to share it, who liked or loved the video I put up promoting the idea that you could get in the drawing if you were in the lower 48 in the USA. If you liked it or loved it on Facebook, and now today on Instagram, I added that same video. So if you liked it or loved it anytime during the last 3 weeks, any of those posts, your name has been added to, let me go over here to that page, which is in Firefox. Nope, it's in, nope. It's in, yes, there we go. There's my mouse. So yeah, if you liked it or commented on it over the last 3 weeks, I have added your name. And if you've done it on like a second time or the third time, I've added your name as many times as you commented or liked. Now, got to move some stuff around here that you can't see, but I can see that's blocking my view. We've got on the list, if I call it the name twice or 3 times, it's because you liked it at least 2 or 3 times, however many times. So here are the names on there as opposed to spinning it and trying to read upside down. We got eligible to win today. As long as you are in the lower 48 contiguous United States, you are eligible to win this mug with my mug. Okay. Pam, Hannah, Amanda, Irvin, Jason, Dan, Viviana, Christian, James, Samantha, Viviana, see, twice, David, Scott, Marcella, Eric, Matt, Al, Hannah, Mark, Angelia, Dan, Wade, Nick, Michael, and there's the logo, Leon/Carmen, Sarah Carroll, Crystal, Ginger, Rachel, Jim, Chris, James, Hannah again, Frank, and Richard. So everybody that's on this wheel right now, like those Christmas colors, I sure do. Everybody that's on that wheel is somebody who's liked the video I put up talking about winning the mug over the last 3 weeks. Now, next week, I'm going to reset it because it's just going to become crazy with more and more names. So I'm going to reset it. But today, this week, this is everybody. So, are you ready? All right, here we go. Win the mug. Who's it gonna be? Red, green, white. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who do you think, Kazoo? Who do you think? Who do you think? Gonna be a winner? Yep, it's gonna be a winner. Gonna be a winner. Gonna be a winner. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Sarah, Crystal, Ginger, Rachel, Jim, Chris, James, Hannah, Frank, Richard, Pam, Hannah, or Amanda, maybe. Irvin, I don't know. It's still moving. I don't know. I can't tell. It's either going to be Irvin or Jason. The suspense is just amazing. There we go! Yes, the winner is Mr. Irvin Walker. How about that? Irvin. I actually worked with Irvin for 2 or 3 baseball seasons for the minor league Columbia Fireflies baseball team in 16, 17, and 18, if I'm not mistaken. He and I were TDs, technical directors, and directors for some of the baseball games in Columbia, South Carolina. And great guy. Haven't seen him in a while because COVID kind of knocked out the minor league baseball season. But thank you. That's so gracious of you folks that did not win to say congrats. But yes, Irvin, if you will send me I will get your mailing address and get you this mug or one much like it. It could be this one. It could be this one. Never know. Could be. It's actually in a box sealed in plastic, but yeah. Nonetheless, that's what's going to happen. Irvin Walker, the winner of today's Win My Mug with My Mug. Okay, what I want to do is I've got just a few minutes to share. I want to make sure I get back to eCam. There we go. It's not working right. Come on. There you go. Hey! More congratulations. Yeah, what I wanted to share something with you real quick, and it's reference to Thanksgiving, because I want to get out of here in about 3 minutes, and I think I can do it. This is a letter, teaching letter that I get from a minister named Rick Renner, and he does some phenomenal stuff on word studies. The Greek words, goes back and looks up the Greek meaning of some of the English words in the Bible. And this brief thing is all about being thankful, or in this case, it talks about being unthankful. And it talks about, he said, I'm beginning my teaching this month. He said, I want us to see what the word unthankful actually means. But to do that, he said, let's first look at the word thankful. And the word thankful that is primarily used throughout the New Testament is a translation of the Greek word charistos. The word charistos, the word charis, that's a derivative of the word charis, which is the New Testament word for grace. However, when the word charis is transformed into charistos, it more fully expresses the idea of one whose heart is thankful, grateful, or appreciative for various reasons. One scholar says the Greek word charistos depicts an inward awareness of having been fortunate or well treated. Thus, the word thankful, translated from charistos, projects the deep inward feeling of one who is thankful, grateful, or appreciative for what one has received or how one has been treated by others. All 3 words, thankfulness, gratitude, and appreciation, are the expressions of a person who is thankful he's experienced some good event or blessing. They depict someone who is grateful toward the person or people who treated him kindly and is appreciative of what has happened. These words also communicate the recognition of his thankfulness, gratitude, and appreciation of his blessings. The Holy Spirit prophesied in 2 Timothy 3:2 that many in society will become unthankful in the last days. The word unthankful is the Greek word akaristos. The word charistos, of course, with an A affixed to the front of it. That little A has a canceling effect and literally changes the meaning from thankful to unthankful. Unthankfulness is such a serious thing that in Luke 6:35, Jesus actually connects it with evil. He said, love your enemies, do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great, and you shall be the children of the highest, for he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. So Jesus' words posture the characteristic of being unthankful in the same category as evil. So basically whining, moaning, complaining, grumbling, not appreciating what you have received blessings in your life for is a serious deal. So there were three questions. There's more to it, but I promised I'd get out of here at 5:30. There were three questions that Rick Renner asked at the end of this teaching. And they are, what are you thankful for? What has God done for you this... that hurt. What are you thankful for? What has God done for you this year that has been a blessing to you? And what have others done for you that deserves a special thank you? Three things to think about. Because Thanksgiving is a day, but it can also be what I think should be a lifestyle choice. That's my personal opinion. Whether you're a Christian or not, having that thankful attitude, I think, is important. So what are you thankful for? Not just going around the table sort of like, I'm thankful for the victuals, and I'm thankful for the basic things. I'm thankful, the basic things like that. I personally am thankful for an amazing healthy family. I'm thankful for the growth in my business. I'm thankful that I do have a place I can work. I'm thankful for the basic things like electricity, technology, great relationships with great, awesome, creative people all over the planet, the ability to work and to provide and grow a business and take care of people, and to have the freedom to visit family. And I now have 4 amazing, incredible, special, just out of this world, lovable grandkids. So yeah, I have a lot to be thankful for. What has God done for you this year that has been a blessing to you? And I think all of those kind of touched on that. So that kind of ties into what I just said. And the other thing is, what have others done for you that deserves a special thank you? And I kind of touched on that already when I mentioned throughout some thank yous to mentors and people that have impacted my business, because I don't want to get into too much personal stuff because this is on LinkedIn. That would be Roger Leopardi and Bill DeWeese. But there have been so many people that I have befriended or followed on LinkedIn that have impacted me. Too many to go through and mention. Facebook, Instagram, following people that just impact me in a very unique way. They could post something of an uplifting manner, some encouraging thing. So since this is on social media, just isolating it to just there, I am thankful also for the people that take the time to chime in and spend a little time on these Friday afternoons with me. I'm very grateful to you folks who, whether you watch this on the live or watch it later, I appreciate the time you take to do that. And I am excited. I am very, very excited. This year is not over. And for some of you, it's like, please let it be over. And for some of you, it's just like you've got to shake off a lot of the negative stuff that you're exposed to. You've got to, quite honestly, you got to tune out of the negative ingestion of dark, gloomy news. It makes a huge difference in my life and in the way things go, how you start your day, what you do during your day, the focus you put into it, the intentionality you put into it, and at the end of the day, I know the dogs are out there, but they're not coming in apparently, the intentionality you put into it and the gratitude you show to the people that are in your family, that you have the opportunity to converse with. Try to make all of it count. Not trying to make this sound like a lecture or a sermon, but I just wanted to put that out there on the last Friday of November 2020, day after Thanksgiving. So give somebody a hug. Tell them you love them. Be grateful. Say thank you. That's really all I got. You guys be blessed, be a blessing. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of however long your holiday break is. I got work to do tomorrow, and I'll be hitting it hard. You know what? Hannah, may I share that before I leave? Just give me a thumbs up or something. The last comment you just put out there. I want to make sure it's on my feed, but I want to make sure it's okay that I share this. If it's okay, just kind of follow up and say yes or thumbs up or something. Otherwise, I won't share it. But I think it's worth sharing with folks. Okay. I'm going to guess that's a yes. This is Hannah's comment. I'm thankful for my loving mother who's always been there for me, the opportunities God allows me to have, a loving church family, and God's grace to continue in the amazing purpose He has for me. Yeah, that's worth sharing. And God bless you, Hannah, and God bless everybody watching. And let's be lights. I mean, let's just try to be more appreciative of what we do have and pass those blessings on good, encouraging words and acts on to other folks. That's all I got. You guys be blessed, be a blessing. I'm over time, but this was worth sharing.